Hello, welcome everybody. We are in full moon Capricorn. Yes, full moon Capricorn. Already moved from the new moon to the full moon. So welcome my tribe. I love you. Welcome back. So let's dive into full moon of Capricorn and time to step up and be accountable. That's what this full moon is going to bring about. So we got some great things occurring in the next few weeks with the full moon. So let's dive in. So the full moon will be, and you know I always look at my notes to keep me on task, will be in Capricorn. Full moon is in Capricorn. And also to our full moon that's here in Eastern Standard Time will start at 11:50 a.m. Okay, so that will be on Wednesday the 27th. So I like to do a day, my full moon conversation, actually the day of, because that's when the day before I sit and take that meditative time about the moon phases. So some people do it well ahead of time. I like to sit and stew and what is given to me concerning it as it come about. So that's how I operate. So let me go into some things that you want to say. I want to say, have you been all work and no play during the past several weeks from the new moon to full moon? I know I certainly have, and you probably have been too. So Capricorn is going to bring in that continual all business, no work. But the cool thing is we're in what astrological sign? Cancer. So Capricorn is considered like the grandfather. It's called the Cronus, the Atrotac energy, which is more of a task-oriented, direct energy, where we've moved into Cancer astrological sign. So we're in the grandmother, the lunar grandmother, Cancer. So she's going to bring about that emotional balance. So the taskmaster, as I call it, which is the Cronus, Capricorn, he sits opposite of the lovely, that's what I call the lovely Cancer grandmother lunar. So she's the lovely. Okay, and some people kind of have a big issue with Cancer astrological sign, which is the lunar grandmother, because she's more emotional. But the cool thing is because we are in Capricorn Cronus archetype energy, it will bring that balance of sternness of us being more taskmasters type, as with we have Cancer, the grandmother lunar, of having that emotional balance. So we're going to have that. So normally that's going to help us take care of our emotional balance because we've been more task oriented. It's going to help us with our emotions so that we can be not as cold to others. I know I haven't really been really cold, but I've just been more task oriented. And if I see something like, okay, that's off center me, I kind of just stay more task. So Cancer is going to bring about that. And I'm quite sure my tribe, you're going to feel that difference too. So it's going to bring about us still staying goals and play. So goals, but bringing in that play. You see that balance, goals, play. And it's summertime. We just hit the summer solstice last week. So we got to have some playtime. Okay? So you want to be mindful that we may feel a little extra sensitive during this time as well. So, be mindful of criticism. So if you're being you notice that more criticism, and sometimes when we get criticism, we're like, we can blow it off. But during this time, we're going to not be able to blow it off as much. So because of that, we're being extra sensitive. I want to make sure that myself and my tribe here make sure that you are not be triggered by that, being more sensitive to criticism. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you feel that criticism coming on, don't respond immediately. Take some time to step back. Don't be triggered. Just best thing to do is not say anything and take time, retreat, check your emotions, make sure you don't respond in the criticism. Okay, so that's very important, right? You don't want to respond. Okay, so we want to make sure we do that. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. So you don't want to be on the jump off of the response, so you want to make sure you take time to hibernate, check your emotions, check your reactions, and don't rebel like an angry teenager, like, I know you didn't. We don't want to do that. Retreat back, check yourself. Okay, so that's for all of us. Also, too, you want to do a check where you're being more responsible during these next couple of weeks. You know, if you see yourself where you have been like less responsible, maybe with your coworkers or your family members or with your loved one, maybe your partner, make sure that you're paying attention to your responsibilities, okay? Take close eye to your responsibilities, that you're not, giving off more responsibility to others. So check that. Make sure that you're on that by being responsible. Myself too. Focus on your daily life. Make sure that you're focused on your daily life, taking time to meditate, taking time to get by some water or sit alone, to check yourself on your responsibilities. Make sure that you're doing a to-do list, but also in that to-do list that you make for yourself, to make sure you're being responsible, make sure you're doing a gratitude list as well. Okay, so that you have that balance. Your gratitude first, making sure you're being grateful for the things, and also doing your to-do list of what you're responsible for. Make sure you're being on top of that. Also, to be responsible with your finances, check that as well. Sometimes when we move it into this balance of Cancer and our Cronus type together, Capricorn and Cancer, be careful of not spending frivolously, just going out and buying something. Then when you get home, you're like, I don't even know why I bought that. So make sure you check that. Before you make purchases that you did not plan on, sit back on that and check to make sure you're just not moving on your emotions. And then you get it home, you're like, I don't even know why I bought that. I know. Make sure that we both doing that, okay, during these next couple of weeks. So let's do that as well. Just wanted to share that with you. Make sure that you're preparing for the full moon. Take some notes of what you're releasing and want to bring into the full moon. If you have any crystals, I'll get into another video where you can make sure that you're charging your crystals, charging your candles with the moonlight, those type of things. So if you have any questions for me, please make sure to let me know in the comments below as well. What are you going to do for the full moon? Any of these things resonated with you that I was sharing? If they did, comment below. Also too, I do consultations. Don't forget, they do fill up. Consultations are inclusive of readings, okay? So make sure the consultations are on readings, love readings, different things, and spell work. So in all things, I just wanted to pop in, share about the full moon, and the overall time to set up and be accountable, okay? Thanks so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. I will see you next time. The Ecliptic Spiritualist here. See you next time. Love you. Bye.